5.1 Time Boxing High Dopamine Tasks for Control. Chapter 5.1 Time Boxing High Dopamine Tasks for Control. Welcome to this pivotal chapter in your journey toward digital dopamine detox, time boxing high dopamine tasks for control. If you've ever found yourself endlessly scrolling social media, binge-watching videos, or compulsively checking notifications without even realizing how much time has slipped by, then you already know the magnetic pull these activities have on our brain's reward system. These are what we call high dopamine tasks, and they can hijack your focus and productivity if left unchecked. What are high dopamine tasks? Let's start by unpacking the term. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter in your brain closely tied to pleasure, motivation, and reward. When you engage in activities like playing video games, social media browsing, or even checking emails, your brain releases dopamine, giving you that quick hit of satisfaction or excitement. These bursts feel good, which is why your brain wants more, often leading to compulsive behavior. High dopamine tasks are those activities that trigger these intense dopamine releases. They're often fast-paced, novel, or unpredictable. Think notifications popping up, the endless scroll of Instagram, or the thrill of winning a level in a game. While dopamine itself isn't bad, it helps us learn and stay motivated. The problem arises when these tasks dominate our time and attention, pulling us into a cycle of distraction and fragmentation. Why time boxing works. Here's the good news. You can take back control. One of the most effective strategies to manage high dopamine tasks is time boxing. Time boxing means allocating a fixed, limited period to complete or engage in a specific task, and then stopping when that time is up, no matter what. Why does this work? Because time boxing creates clear boundaries around activities that tend to overrun and consume your day. Instead of letting dopamine-driven tasks run wild, time boxing harnesses your brain's natural sense of urgency. When you know you only have, say, 15 minutes to check social media or play a game, your brain stays engaged but doesn't spiral into endless loops. Real-world example: the social media snack. Imagine Sarah, a marketing executive who struggles with social media distractions. Every day, she finds herself just checking Instagram, which quickly turns into a 45-minute scroll session, stealing time from her work and draining her mental energy. Sarah decides to try time boxing. She sets a timer for 10 minutes during her lunch break exclusively for social media. When the timer goes off, she stops immediately, even if she's in the middle of a post or video. At first, it's tough. Her brain protests, craving more dopamine hits. But over time, Sarah notices she feels less scattered and more in control. She even starts looking forward to those short, guilt-free breaks, knowing they won't derail her day. Practical takeaways for your time boxing practice. Number one, identify your high dopamine tasks. Start by listing out the activities that pull your attention and flood your brain with dopamine. Social media, gaming, video streaming, or even compulsive email checking are common offenders. 2. Set clear, realistic time limits. Decide how much time you want to dedicate to these tasks. For many, starting with 10 to 15-minute blocks is effective. Use a timer or a dedicated app to keep yourself accountable. 3. Create boundaries and rituals. Choose specific times of day for these activities, say a 15-minute social media snack after lunch or a 20-minute gaming break in the evening. Avoid spontaneous, unplanned indulgence. 4. Respect the timer. No exceptions. The power of time boxing comes from stopping when the time is up. Even if you feel tempted to continue, honor your commitment. This trains your brain to tolerate discomfort and builds discipline. 5. Reflect and adjust. At the end of each day all week, reflect on how well you stuck to your time boxes. Did you feel more focused? Less anxious? Adjust your time limits as needed to find the sweet spot. Why this matters in your digital detox journey. Time boxing high dopamine tasks isn't about deprivation, it's about balance and control. When you give yourself permission to enjoy these activities but on your terms, you reduce the brain's craving for constant stimulation. This rebalances your dopamine system, making it easier to focus on low dopamine, deep work tasks like reading, writing, or problem solving. Moreover, time boxing helps rebuild your self-regulation muscle. Just like physical exercise strengthens your body, setting boundaries and sticking to them strengthens your willpower and mental clarity. Over time, you'll notice that you no longer need rigid restrictions because your brain becomes naturally less reliant on those quick dopamine fixes. In summary, high dopamine tasks are those that flood your brain with quick bursts of pleasure, often leading to distraction. Time boxing means allocating fixed periods for these tasks and stopping when time's up. This technique helps you regain control, reduce compulsive behavior, and build self-discipline. Practical steps include identifying your triggers, setting timers, creating rituals, and reflecting on your progress. Ultimately, time boxing supports a healthier, more balanced dopamine system and improves your focus. Yes. As you continue through this module, remember that the goal isn't to eliminate all pleasure or stimulation. That's neither realistic nor healthy. Instead, time boxing high dopamine tasks puts you back in the driver's seat, helping you navigate the digital landscape with intention and control. Keep practicing, and you'll find your brain rewiring itself toward deeper focus and sustained productivity. Next up, we'll explore how to integrate low dopamine activities into your daily routine to strengthen your mental resilience even further. Stay tuned.